back to Dance January on my channel, and today's video is all about some exercises that I like to do that are a little bit more challenging, but the thing is that I see massive improvements straight after doing any of these exercises. This is not a replacement for the stretch routine that you have. These are things that you can add to your stretching, and you definitely need to be warm before doing any of these. Also, I have a massive bruise on my arm and it's from paintballing, so if you do see that, that's what that is. And I guess I will just jump right into it. On my blog, I'll have a PFD that you can download where this entire routine of exercises can be found, and it will tell you how many reps you need to do of each exercise. For the first exercise, you want to start off by pulling in one leg and making sure it's bent, with the working leg to be sort of like in an attitude position, semi-bent, and you want to lift the leg using your hip flexor, because I know that I tend to lift my leg in kicks or even in extensions using the quad, and it's going to make it very difficult to really get the height. So doing this exercise will really work the hip flexor and eventually lead to higher kicks. So don't tense your quad muscles and try to lift from the inside and out. Next exercise, you want to sit in a pike position, rest your hands wherever you like, just make sure they're in front of you. Just shake out your legs so that you are not going to be tensing your quad muscles, because that's a big no in this entire video. Then you want to lift your leg using the hip flexor once again, and for me, I like to do this without pointing my feet because I tend to use my quads if I do that. So if you're starting off, just kind of relax your legs and really try to lift from the inside of your hip flexor, and you can really suck in your abs, and that will really help also to kind of get the right lifting muscle working. The next exercise, you want to grab your foot, and this is kind of stretching the quad but also the back, because it's really important that even if you don't have a flexible back, that you are doing some back stretches. An exercise I like to do kind of looks like a dying seal, but you know what, you're going to go with it, and the aim is to really use your back muscles to lift your torso and also legs. Make sure you stretch it out by just doing this pose, which I know has a name but I can't remember what it is. Next up, I'm going to be using some ankle weights. These were a great purchase and a great investment, and I definitely recommend each dancer to have their own set. I think mine are 2.5 kilos. I just like to jump around and just get used to the heavy feeling in my feet, and then I start working out with them. This is kind of similar to the previous exercises where you want to be using your inner leg to lift your leg. And it's definitely a lot harder, very hard to lift your legs that way with the weights on. Next exercise is to have some controlled kicks while laying on your back, and this is really going to stretch out that hamstring, and you can lift your arms up if you really want to get your leg straight in front of your face and that you're not kind of turning it out or anything. You want to keep your leg turned in, or parallel I should say. This time you want to just grab your leg and pull it to where it feels comfortable, and then you want to pull it closer to you so that you're really getting an intense stretch in that hamstring, making sure you do everything on both sides. In this next exercise, you want to keep your legs turned in and you want to lift straight out to 90 degrees. In the next exercise, you're going to need an object that's a little bit lower than your knee, and you just want to be doing some back kicks and then raising the front leg up so that you're doing kind of like a front kick but also with your knee bent. So just as I'm showing you there. And for these, you really just want to throw your legs as much as you can. To finish off, I take off my weights and then I hold my legs out in second position. I really hope that this video was helpful and maybe I showed you some new exercises that you can implement into your stretch routine. Next week's video will be the much requested switch leap video. It's going to be a complete tutorial. Please click the like button if you would like to see more dance videos or if this one helped you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.